I've been sick for the past 2 weeks. So fun. I'm back-ish. I have been filming while I was sick, but I just didn't want to edit any of the sick stuff. I didn't want to have to go through that again. And then every time I tried to start another vlog, I just didn't have enough energy to like fully do it. So I always reach a point when I'm sick when I'm like, I'm over this. Can I just get back to what I was doing before? I still sound pretty sick today, but I've just been way too stressed about the backlog of orders. Backlog? The back pile? Whatever you call it. I'm behind on orders. I have a shop, Katherine shop, and I've been having trouble with my shipping crap and shipping supplies being delayed, and then I got sick, and I don't pack orders while I'm sick because that's gross. So literally the entire time I was sick, I was stressed about all this, but I packed my orders and they're gonna go out. So yay, love that for me. I have a shop update coming soon. I usually rush my shop updates. I get my new products and then I like list them immediately, not really giving any time for any build up. So follow my shop Instagram, or just my regular Instagram. I'll probably post it there to keep updated for when my shop update comes, because I've got some very beautiful things with some of my old photography that I've never used before for some reason. I don't know. So that's exciting. What else has happened? I cut my hair. You're gonna be like, Kat, it literally doesn't look like you cut your hair. But I swear, it's like 5 inches shorter. At first I was like, oh my god, it's so short, but it's really nice. The couple of inches really does make a difference, because now I can put my hair up like this with a little crab clip, and then the hair that falls over isn't too long. So, very fun. Yeah, I just cut it myself. I went at it with some dog hair scissors. My grandma used to groom dogs, and so I got her bag of dog grooming tools, and there was some very nice scissors in there, and I was like, they can cut dog hair, I'm sure they can cut human hair. So, and look at how good the ends look. What else? I haven't really been reading while I'm sick. I don't usually read while I'm sick or when I'm on my period, because cramps hurt, and maybe I don't know why I don't read while I'm sick, but maybe it's because I don't want to associate a book with like the pain of being sick, but I don't know actually. So I haven't really been reading, and right before I got sick I was like, must read all the books on my Kindle. Like, I'm so excited to read physically, because I mostly read through audiobooks. So I was really on that, and I was reading Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. I think that's who it's by. I was really enjoying that. It's like a dark academia. Like, it has all of the elements of a dark academia, but it's not like dark academia writing quality, but it's still fun time. It's very spooky. You probably want to look up some content warnings if you need that before reading it. But I was having a great time. I was really enjoying it. It is a spicy romance, by the way. There is a age gap. Leave me alone, okay? But I was enjoying that, and I read up to like 70-80%, and then I got sick and I just kind of forgot about it. And then the other day I was looking through my Kindle because I didn't feel like picking up Nocticadia at the moment. I think that's how you say the title of that book. I've never really said it out loud before, so don't judge me if that's wrong. I was looking through my Kindle and I randomly clicked on a book that I had downloaded a while ago because it was by an author that I'd previously read and it sounded good. It's Captive of the Pirate King. Prince. King. Whatever it was. By R.F. Kennedy? I'm not sure. Okay. Captain of the Pirate King. I was just plowing through that book for like an entire day, and then I got to like 90% and I couldn't stay awake anymore because I was sick and had very little energy, so I put it down and I haven't gotten back around to picking it up again. So I want to finish that today, and then maybe if I'm in the mood, finish Nocticadia, but I'm not trying to rush through that book, so that's why I haven't been like, let's finish now. So, but I do want to finish Captive of the Pirate King. It's a pirate book, romance, fantasy, spice, okay. Quite a lot of spice too, so I was surprised. I didn't think that there was going to be that much. Not complaining though. It's flawed for sure. It's not the best book ever, but I am having a fun time, so what can I say? I'm gonna go to the post office now and drop off my orders and get a coffee because I have no more sugar and I can't make a second cup of coffee for myself. And also because I've been sick, I haven't really been drinking coffee, and so now that I feel better, I'm like, throw it back the coffees. exactly. Rude Janet. Can place a little party. Yeah. Exactly. If you know, you know. Also, who the hell is this? Who's this? What human is this? These are so heavy. Wow. Wow. Hi, I'm back from my outing. I was just gonna go to the post office, and then I was like, you know what? Rocky, are you okay? Rocky just sneezed, and sometimes when he sneezes, it's so violent he hits his head on the ground. But it was on the rug, luckily. Poor little puppy. He's not a puppy, he's gonna be 13. I didn't realize that dog toy that I got him has catnip in it. So I'm gonna have to dissect it and take the catnip out. It's a birthday lamb chop, and all birthday lamb chops are way too big for Rocky. Most toys are too big for Rocky, but I mean, I still get them for him, because duh. But he does love a small toy. So rude. I think the guy gave me a discount on it because it was in the window and it was kind of dusty, so. But that's for Rocky's birthday in June. June 10th. Rocky will be waiting for his birthday wishes. What was I saying? I went out to the post office and I was like, that's it. Goodbye, let's go home. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go for a walk to this fabric store that has yarn. I got some yarn for a project. I don't know what I'm making, okay? I just want to make something, and all the yarns that I have are for specific projects, but I don't want to make any of those things right now, so just leave me alone, okay? Let me live. But I did get yarn that was on sale, okay? I want like a lighter cardigan. The cardigan that I made is like very chunky. So, okay, whatever. I said I was going to read and finish Captive of the Pirate King. I said I was going to finish that, but I decided I want to play this one for a little bit. But I need an audiobook because I don't have anything to watch. I watched the entire of Queen Charlotte yesterday. Bridgerton show. Very good. I'm also watching A Small Light, but the episodes come out every week. And I caught up on the 2 episodes that I missed yesterday, so I need an audiobook. And I don't know what to listen to. Do I reread Jade City? Do I reread Crescent City? Do I reread the Raven Cycle? That's the mood I'm in right now. But no, I should read something new. I have Dance of Thieves still to read. I got the audiobook a while ago because I was like, you know what? I give up on the physical reading. I'm not getting anywhere with it. The Way of Kings, too long. Can't dedicate to that now. I was a prayer for the Orange Tree that's on my year-long TBR for sure. And The Way of Kings is on my year-long TBR. I'm looking at my Audible, what I have on Audible. I'm trying to pick something that I already have on my Audible library. But you know what? I just love to go on to Scribd and just find random book that I'm like in the mood for. But I'm just Nettle and Bone. But I have the physical book of that, and I should read the physical copy of it. What do I read? Call Me by Your Name. I also have a physical copy that I just got that I want to read it physically because I want to annotate it. I've read like half of it. I don't know how far I got, but I was listening to it on YouTube. And then I lost my place, and then I just gave up. I was like, I can't deal with this, so I never tried to get back to that. If We Were Villains, I'm going to do buddy read with my friend, and I'm going to listen to the audiobook primarily, but I have a physical copy to annotate if I feel so inclined. I don't know. It's just that I have every reason not to pick what I have saved. Ugh. Jackie barely opens his toys. He doesn't like to play with them after they've been ripped open. So that's why this toy looks like this. He finishes one end. I tied it up. So he started on another end. This will need to be tied up soon. Now he's currently working on this end. Oh my god, it's wet there. That's how you know he's been working on that one. This one is for last because it has the tag on it, I guess. Hi. So, I finished Captive of the Pirate King. It was literally like a couple of pages. I don't know why I didn't just finish it last night. Or, it wasn't last night. It was whenever I was reading it before. I was just so tired, apparently. Maybe you might need some trigger warnings, but it was good. Overall, I enjoyed it. It was a fun time. It wasn't one of those romance fantasies with spice that you have to like turn your brain off for. I feel like it was still compelling. What did I write? It wasn't brain rot, where you're just like, I know this isn't gonna be good. and I'm okay with that. You know, it wasn't one of those ones. It had something to it, but it also didn't take itself too seriously, I think, at least in my opinion. So I just randomly decided to look up books on Goodreads. Maybe I want to read something else on my Kindle, even though I said I would read a physical book, like to myself. I said I would read a physical book, like Nettle and Bone, or I also have Thread the Needle that I bought randomly on a whim from like full price. So I should read that. I'm not feeling my Greek mythology era right now. Look, I'm just in love with ebooks right now, so. I'm going to meet our kaung. I just met our kaung. one of my favorite authors. I just love her so much. Maybe I would say that R.F. Kuang is my favorite author, but my favorite book is Jade City by Fonda Lee. But I've only read Jade City by Fonda Lee, that series by Fonda Lee, but I've read more books by R.F. Kuang, so I just love R.F. Kuang so much. Like, her mind, as an indigenous person from a colonized country, just babble really meant so much to me, and I love that book so much. And yeah, it entertains me greatly to see people that don't like babble and think that, like, of course you can share your opinion, but they think they're so justified in, like, their critiques, when I'm just like, that's the point of the book. The point has just gone straight over your head, and it really shows just the kind of person you are. It's just so, oh, I love it. It's just, like, R.F. Kuang, she just really set it up so good. Her mind. I love her. I'm so grateful she exists, and so grateful that she wrote Babel and the Poppy War, which I've only read the first book of the Poppy War because I'm a little bit traumatized, but I've been assured that the rest of the other two books in the trilogy aren't as traumatizing as the thing that I found the most traumatizing in the first book, so I will continue that one day. And I have all of those books signed. Every R.F. Kuang book I have signed, not personally by her, but like I got it from the bookstore already signed. So very exciting. New book she had come out, Yellow Face, so I got to get it personalized, and I didn't know that I could bring other books. It didn't say that anywhere online, but I could have taken up to 2 extra books to get signed. I would have taken my only unsigned book, which is the UK edition of Babel. I would have taken that to get signed, but I didn't know, so sad. But I got this personalized. This is literary fiction. And you guys know I don't really read literary fiction, so I don't have any plans to read this anytime soon, but I'm sure that, like, the mood will hit, and when it does, it'll be waiting for me. I just told her, thank you so much for writing Babel, like, it meant so much to me, and your mind. Also, they take candid pictures of you while you're getting your book signed and talking to the author, and those pictures will never see the light of day. They did me so dirty. The angle that they took this picture at, I sent the picture to my mom and literally no one else ever again, and my friend Jenna, but literally those pictures will never be seen ever. Might as well delete them. I went to a signing for Leigh Bardugo, and those pictures were fine. Okay. It was the same woman as well who took the pictures. I just feel so grateful that I was able to meet R.F. Kuang and also Leigh Bardugo, who I also love because I love Ninth House. I almost said Hellbent, which is the second book, but it's Ninth House. When I met Leigh Bardugo, I'm never gonna let this go. When I met Leigh Bardugo, she said that I looked like what she imagined Alex Stern to look like. just more chic. Because I had like a really fancy coat that I stole from my sister. That's what I had on that day. I'm never gonna let that go. Like, why did she have to tell me that? I'm gonna be thinking of that on my dying day. Like, which also means a lot to me because growing up I never read books where I felt like I could be the main character, like in a movie adaptation or show adaptation, you know? One time I told a friend that I would love to play Blue Sergeant in The Raven Cycle, if like a show, they ever made a show, and she was like, I thought Blue was white. She's half white for sure, but they never really specify, and I like that, and so she's kind of like racially ambiguous in your head, so she could really be anybody, and you can really like place yourself in her shoes, but like, no, this bitch had to be like, she's white. Why do you have to always make things about you? Okay. I really do hold on things, okay? I'm an Aquarius, and I'm very passive-aggressive. Anyways, enough about that. Yeah, very grateful to have met R.F. Kuang and Leigh Bardugo. It was at the same place as the event at Barnes & Noble in Union Square, so that's why I'm thinking about Leigh Bardugo right now. My life will be complete when, not if, when Fonda Lee comes and signs my copies of Jade City. My life will be complete. Oh, I just love Fonda Lee so much. I love Jade City. Read Jade City, please. Anyways, let's talk about the book that I'm currently reading on my Kindle. Honestly, I need to pay to get these ads off because they're always so embarrassing. Because I read Spice on my Kindle mostly. So all of the ads are just like abs. Hot men abs. Hot white men abs. This one is My Dark Romeo. But this book that I'm currently reading, yesterday wasn't I saying, oh, I'm not really feeling the Greek myth vibes. This is a Greek world setting. It's not Greek myth, but it's like Greek peplos and stuff. Sandals. This is called Kingdom, Blood, and Salt. That's what I ended up going with. And I've just been powering through this book. I started it last night, and then I moved over into my couch, and I was just reading, and I actually fell asleep in my couch. Which, yes, I fall asleep in my couch. I have naps. But, like, I don't fall asleep, like, at night. Like, I usually go into my bed to go to sleep, right? But I've never fallen asleep. And I woke up at 5 a.m. in my couch, and then I couldn't go back to sleep because I just felt like so head cold. Ugh, it was so uncomfortable, and I could not sleep. So I just kept reading. And this book isn't great, but it is a fun time. It is easy read. It's basically about this world where we are in the last human kingdom. Why couldn't I say human for a second there? And they're surrounded by kingdoms full of wolf shifters, dragons, vampires, and fae. So the fae delegation come to the human kingdom in order to collect their tribute, and we follow our main character, who's a daughter of, like, an illegitimate daughter of the king, who has 4 legitimate daughters. But anyways, we're following her. 0 critical thinking skills on her part. Like, it's painful. Like, please, just stop and think about things for a second, ma'am. I beg of you, please. This entire time, I've just been thinking, she's literally a meathead. You know, the men we call meatheads? I feel like she is a meathead. Nothing going on in there. Like, anyways. But I'm still enjoying it, and I'm powering through it. I'm currently at 73%. It's got 322 pages, and I'm at 236. So I'll probably finish it by tonight. It's an hour until midnight, though, so I might not finish it before then. But who knows, okay? So it's another evening of reading, and I'm going to listen to the best of Paganini, who I love so much. Probably my favorite classical music artist. They call him the devil's violinist. Say no more, okay? Wonderful. Sounds like a good time. If you saw I think my last video, I'm restarting my record collection, and I didn't get any of Paganini. So that's what I hope to get next, so. But I'm not trying to buy anything right now. I'm trying to save. You'll be very proud of me. I didn't buy anything from Barnes & Noble today. So I was almost going to buy Half a Soul because I was like, maybe I'm in the mood for that because I just watched the Queen Charlotte Bridgerton show. So, like, that's the vibes. Fae Regency era. But then I looked it up and it was on Scribd, the audiobook. So I might as well just listen to the audiobook. Okay, I just finished Kingdom of Blood and Salt. What was that? The last 100 pages sucked. It didn't make any sense. It was just so... It's a mess, okay? You know I love a bad fun time. I don't actually know how many times I've talked about this on my channel, but I love bad fun time. A bad book, but it's still fun, you know? But this was like a bad okay time. It really, like, just so much didn't make sense. And it's not like it wasn't making sense because we're focusing on, like, spice or anything, or the romance or anything. That wasn't even like, oh my god, you know? Ultimately, it wasn't good. I gave it a 3/2.5 out of 5 stars. I was originally gonna give it a 4 stars, you know, just to give it a little, you know, take it easy on it, but not with those last 100 pages. It just didn't make any sense at all. It was so stupid. But I did enjoy my time, and it was an easy read, so I'll give it that. That's where those few stars come from. And then I immediately started another book. Literally, who am I? I know that I talk about reading, like, you know, reading my hobby, but like I don't just like read so many physical books like that because I'm dyslexic and it's really hard for me to read physical books. But you know, I'm on a momentum here and I'm just gonna keep it going. So the other book that I had downloaded
I'm literally just going in order of them. This next one is The Moon, Marked by the Moon, a fake fantasy romance. So I shall be enjoying this one next, I think.